You see, legislature is an institution, not just an organization, it's an institution. And in an institution, you have players in that institution keyed to themselves, linked to themselves, look at themselves as if they are brothers and sisters. The moment you are falling into, for instance, the police as an institution, for instance, you find policemen connected to one another. Some of them will say, oh, he was my cousin. Or someone say, he was 2 years ahead of me. They know themselves. So in legislature, especially in Nigerian legislative institution, we also have that kind of ideology. We have that kind of disposition that when you happen to be someone's colleague at a given time, then you will continue to call yourself, oh, we were classmates, we were colleagues, we were members of the Third Republic House of Representatives. That gave us a wider spectrum of relationship. I still remember people like Uzo Ojikalu, the former governor of Abia State, was my colleague on the floor of the House of Representatives. People like Abdullahi Waziri Tambo, senior brother to the governor of Sokoto State today, was my colleague on the floor of the House of Representatives. So also the likes of Dr. Rabi Musa Kongoso, people like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with due respect to him, who is now the president-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, was in the Senate of the Third Republic, while I was in the House of Representatives, and by extension, we served as members of the same National Assembly. So Adolphus Wabara, like you said, was also my colleague on the floor of the Third Republic House of Representatives. He was quite elderly, of course, just like Rabi Musa Kongoso was elderly. He was quite more exposed than myself, but he had no other name to reflect to me than, oh, he was my colleague, and he would always identify me as his colleague. So when the goings were not good here in Kano, my party lost election. And when we lost election in Kano, I now got in touch with my allies, people we served in the then institution. And it happened, Adolphus Wabara became the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria then. And he gladly, on the basis of that tie, on the basis of that institutional coherence or that institutional connection, found me worthy again to appoint me as his special advisor on political party matters. And after some time, he changed my department to governmental affairs. I think I served him for the period he served as Senate President. And when he had issues, and at the end he got out of office, the succeeding Senate President was then Senator Ken Nnamani. Ken Nnamani is a nationalist. Ken Nnamani is a statesman. So when he came and found some of us working that were employed by Senator Adolphus Wabara, he quickly called us upon. He interviewed all of us personally. And at the end, he retained a good number of us to continue with him. That he did on the basis of his own understanding as to whether you can be able to catch up with his own style of leadership. And as God may have it, I had fallen in the number of those he felt I can continue with him. Of course, he had his own different style of administration because he was a pragmatic leader. He's someone who looks out for results. Probably when I look at the way and manner Wabara employed me, it was like he was employing a friend. He was giving me like what you can call a meal ticket. But when Nnamani came, he looked at all of us and made sure that he retained only those who can add value to his administrative system. So I thank God Ken Nnamani found me worthy, competent, and very dedicated to continue with him. And I continued with him till the end of his tenure. That was how I got to work and served 2 Senate Presidents under the same tenure. Both Senator Adolphus Wabara, who was my friend, and of course my leader, and I also served his successor, Senator Ken Nnamani, who still I looked at him with all sense of respect, and he's one leader that I always look forward. Sometimes he can call me like my, what do you call it, my role model, very good role model, if for nothing, at least for his nationalistic commitment, patriotic zeal. I think he's one Southeasterner that I know that I can tell you is a complete Nigerian. No matter what the Igbos do, or no matter what the Igbos says, I believe Senator Ken Nnamani is one of the people from the Southeast that I can confide in, and I can say without fear of contradiction that he is but a Nigerian, and a Nigerian, only a Nigerian.